here and get it aimed. Sorry about that, folks. For some reason, I don't stream too much on the YouTube app. Usually I'm on StreamYard, so you'll have to forgive me. All right, let's wait for people to come in. Let me turn the camera around here. Hey, much better. All right, Daniel, good deal. Hey, fishing the mid-south. All right, folks, we got some people in here. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up or let me know if you can hear me. I'll start fishing. Fishing isn't as easy as it was a couple days ago. What's up, Greenwell? How you doing? But I did get 3 in the box, so we'll keep going. Look at this. We got thumbs up, loud and clear. Good deal. I got my earpiece in. Let me pull up my pants. I am an honorary member of the Saggy Bottom Boys. But we are, look at this, 13 people in here already. Sorry about that mix-up just a little while ago. Tim, Donna, Dan, Molestina, Greenwell, what's up? I'm standing behind the camera. Sorry about that. There's Dale Hayslip. What's going on, folks? How you doing? We're just doing some pan fishing, some bluegill fishing. The bite was on fire here the other day. Today, not so much. Water's gotten really muddy. Looks like chocolate milk. I think you guys saw it. What's going on, Uncle Jeep? Yeah, I've been fishing for a while, but I just don't go live as much as I used to. That might change. Let's see. What else was I going to say? Water's up about, I don't know, 8 inches, and it got really chocolatey muddy. It was clear as day over here, so the fishing's been kind of rough. Took me a while to get three bluegills. Hey, what's going on, Chucky? How you doing? But I got a couple of bites on the outside of this wall, if you guys can see. There's a little wall right there, and usually I get them on the inside. So let's see what we can do here. Using the Berkeley Gulp minnow. I got redworms too. I might try them. So we'll see how it works. But I did get a couple to bite, which is good. 3 to be exact. This spot was on fire the other day. Wonder if you guys can see me here. So we'll see. It ain't been as easy as it was, but figure I'd go live for half an hour or so. I can't see chat right now, but I'll check it every now and then. I ice fish this spot, or at least I used to. This year I didn't do much ice. This year I didn't do any ice fishing. Didn't feel like it. But usually bluegills are pretty good here. It is afternoon. Usually when I'm here, it's usually 10 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, or later at night. So now that I started up the live, I won't catch any. You watch. It's that live stream curse. Also, I tweaked this setup a little bit, depth. I had it without a split shot. I got a split shot on here. There's a ton of little ones on the inside of this wall, but they're so small, they can't even get the number 4 hook in its mouth. So it's rather windy out here too. So we'll see. See if we can get one. See, we got one biting already. I don't even know if you guys can see that or not. But these are really tiny. Oh, this one's actually pretty nice. Look at this. All right. There's number 4. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, little guy. This is the smallest one I've caught so far. Woohoo, there we go. Let me see where this camera's pointed to. Put that in the box. A couple crosses fishing. 24 months. What's going on? All right, we'll move this here so it covers that a little more. There we go. Let's see if they've... It's usually pretty simple fishing here. Usually I fish down the creek a little ways. But yeah, like I said, they were stacked up in here, what, 2 days ago? It changes. I wish I had some. I was using chartreuse. There we go. There's another one. Chartreuse Berkeley gulp minnows the other day. Since it's so dark, I'm guessing they can't see this. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that. There's another one. That's 5. Hopefully this bite warmed up. Usually it doesn't after I start a live stream. I can't see the chat from here, so I'm pretty sure my mods that are in there will take care of any troublemakers. There we go. We got another bite. But see the little tiny ones. I also don't use these when I'm bluegill fishing as much, these bobbers. But I figured it being yellow, you guys can see it more. Hopefully you can. All right, let's usually there's a little tiny bit of current here in between, or this break in the swell. Sometimes you can get them right there on the current seam too. And actually, usually you can get them a lot, but for some day, it's weird. The wind just kind of slowed down. There we go. Oh, see what I mean? Little tiny suckers. If they can't get this hook in their mouth, they're small to begin with. Come on, there we go. That's what I was worried about, these little guys that move in here while I'm live. See if they're hugging the wall here. There we go. Yeah, little tiny ones. If I'm using them live, I don't mind the small ones, but these are going to be cut bait. And since you'll notice, there we go. There's another one. You'll notice that I'm moving the bait quite a bit. Since it's kind of chocolatey here, I gotta hit him in the nose. Oh, this is a nice one. Look at that. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's 6. I'm keeping track because I don't like to have over 25. I know I put 30 in the bucket last time. It's kind of pushing it, and I'm kind of close to home, so I can have these. I can have these in my bait tank literally in 10 minutes after leaving here. So I'll push the envelope a little bit. There we go. There's another one. Ooh, looks like the bite's warming up. Look at that. How is that not fun? All right, that one's hooked right in the nose. There we go. I don't know, 6 inches maybe? Something like that. Believe me or not, I didn't bring a tape measure. There we go. See if there's one right back over there. Hopefully I didn't cast outside the view of the camera. Let it drift into that little bit of current. See how it's getting washed away? So I just went across that seam. Now I'm kind of like right in the middle, and there we go. There's another one. Seem to be waiting for food inside of there, it seems to me. There's another one. This is a good bait size. This is 7. That's 7 fish with 1 Berkeley minnow. People always say, we talked about this a little last night, that these things are expensive. $5 for a jar, $6 for a jar. They might even be close to 7 by now with the price of everything going up. But that's 7 bluegill with 1 Berkeley minnow. So how can you complain about that? Last time I was out here when I got that 30. Oh yeah, that wind died down. That helped a lot, I think. See, I'm in that current. That float is moving. So adding that split shot actually helped. There's something nipping at it, little tiny one. There we go. Look at this. There's another one. Oh, stay there. Oh, he's gone. Oh wait, he's just laying there. Hold on, folks. See if I can't get him. Stabbing me in the hand. But we got him. Look at that. Woohoo! Muddy hands. Let me wash my hands real quick. Wipe my hands off on the official catfish and crappie bait towel. Here, let me take a look at what's going on in chat here real quick. Ooh, 26 people watching me bluegill fishing. Hey, Wayne, what's going on? Live in Minnesota. What's up? Ogie in the house. Evan's Family Adventures. What's up? Wayne with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Wayne, so much. Oh, no, don't want to do that. I'd highlight it, but I can't. I appreciate it, Wayne. There's Ogie again. Damn River Boys. What's up? You never had a wrench in here. Damn River Boys. What's up, Lisa? How you doing? There's Kelly. What's up? All right, let me get back to fishing here. Point this camera a little more. There we go. So that was what, eight in the tank. Oh yeah, this wind calmed down. I think that might have had something to do with it. Look at this. That was a little one. Wind calmed down a lot. That's a good. Here, fishy, fishy. Maybe that wind dying down some. Oh, what was that? That was a big old bass out there in the lake. Let it drift out a little more. Come on, fish. Do, do, do. Well, there we go. That one hit pretty hard. Just see you roll right up on them and they hit it. Visibility's got to have something to do. There we go. 5 inches, 4.5 inches, good enough. It'll keep. It's 9. Not on stream, but I caught 3 prior to that. So I was sitting here kind of giggling at Jeep's comment. Oh my God, Mark's fishing. Yeah, I fish. I don't know where you guys think I don't. It is that time of the year. All right. There's a little mat of grass over there I just cast on. That's why I kind of tried to get it off of there. There we go. There's another one. Was it 9 or 10? Something like that. We'll say 10. I'd rather have one less than one too many and have them start dying on me. See, so these Berkeley Gulp minnows do work. They work fantastic. I love these things. I don't have to go to Walmart and get worms, even though I do. I got them. Just a little underhand pitch over here. There we go. I thought that was a bite, maybe. No, I ain't walking out on that wall. Been there, done that. Should have got the I'm a Big Dummy t-shirt for doing it. See if there's anything on this side of the breaking the wall. Little ones. Oh, maybe not so little. Yeah, little ones. I got the drag set pretty loose so I don't rip the hook out of their mouth. This one's like 5 inches. These are hybrids, looks like. That's what, 11, something like that. I don't know if you guys know this, or if you heard on Panfish Nation show last night, that the Panfish Nation Championship Tournament Series Day 1 has been postponed. Everybody around the country was worried about that wanted to fish it, was forecast some pretty terrible weather. So we decided to push it back. This is pan fishing. I mean, there's no big cash purse or anything like that. It's supposed to be fun. Last thing we need is people out there being miserable, and people out there, when they're miserable, they're counterproductive. In fishing, we want to show you guys a whole mess of panfish. So we decided to hold it off. So we're going to do it after Mendota. A little more news. I got an email today from somebody I've been trying to get on the show. Pretty big, pretty big deal. At least to me, it is. Might be a little polarizing for people. I'm going to keep the name to myself for now until I hear back from them. We're trying to get a date settled, probably closer to the end of May. For those of you who know what's going on, you know that Mendota's coming up. So I'll probably do a little live stream there. Plan on doing some live streams for the members, definitely. There we go. So if you're a member, look forward to that. That'll be fun. There we go. There's another hybrid. Man, there's a lot of hybrids in here. Put them right in the snoot. That's 12. We're halfway to 2 dozen. I didn't plan on going live for too long. Let me see if I can get one more here, and then I'll check the chat. Like I said, I'm doing this through YouTube. It seems to have a better picture quality, and since it's so short, I was going to have Lyle come up and talk with me, but he's feverishly trying to get his boat ready. Doing a good job. I've seen some pictures. He's doing a really good job. It looks really good. That thing's gonna fly when he's done. Get rid of all of that weight. Add the new flotation. Oh, missed him. Almost hooked myself. That's all right. He's still there. That's a little tiny one. Nipping at it. We'll move. Make sure my gut mill's on there right. Underhanded cast. Sorry, folks. Also, I'm pretty happy. Today's 2 months with no smoking. I do have one of them little nicotine patches in my lip, or pouches, I should say. They work pretty good. This last week, though, it's kind of hard to explain. I mean, it's been 2 months. You figure it would subside, but the craving for cigarettes has been pretty bad in the last week. But I'm going to keep at it, keep pushing forward. I used to say quitting was easy. I do it all the time. Hopefully this one sticks. I'm going to really try my hardest. So I'm pretty proud of that. Look at that little guy. Little ones on this side of the wall. Trying to keep the line out of the current. Let it sit over there. There we go. There's something picking at it. Usually if you're getting like short strikes and little bites like this, sometimes you could tear the tail off of these Berkeley minnows, make it like ½ inch rather than an inch, and that'll help too. Obviously going to smaller hooks. There we go. There's the one I needed. I'm gonna tighten this drag down a little bit. So this one's a little better size, maybe 7 inches. Here we go. Oh, stay, stay. Okay, let's dirty the bait bucket up. All right, let's see what's going on in chat. Walking around to the back of the camera here. 32 people watching me catch bluegill. Holy smokes. 21 thumbs up. There's Avid. What's up, Avid? There's Lloydies. There's Bullock. How you doing? There's Keith, Northwest Pennsylvania Fishing. Ogie, I think I said hello. There's Fishing in Mid-South. He's still in here. Cool. What's up, everybody? Brian B, is that you in the house? I've seen somebody say hello to Brian. What's up, Brian? Brian B, here. Here's the fist for Brian B. There you go, bud. Oh. All right, folks. If I missed anybody or anything, I apologize. Danny Stone, what's up? Yeah, this is one of the few creeks out here I can get to. It isn't too bad. Hey, what's going on, man? It's about, I don't know, a walk of a block. This is actually, well, we won't get into details. But this spot was burnt. This spot was blown up a while back. That John B did a video for the company that I actually do videos for or do some video work for, Fish Brain. He blew this spot up by marking it. He did a fly fishing video here of all things. He was throwing his flies out into the creek, getting a bunch of bluegills just like this. There's big bullhead in here. There's some crappie. The problem with this lake or this spot, I'll show you guys in a little bit, is it's very full of weeds. It's already starting to grow. So ice fishing is usually better. There's big pike in here that people don't know about. If you're out here ice fishing with a tip up, big old shiners, I've seen 40 inchers come out of here. Oh, would you look at that? I lost my first gulp minnow. So what? I got 12 of them with one. How can you complain with that? And I only had to bait what, the one time? That's the thing. You're not constantly having to put worms on there. And it's simple. I'm using an Aberdeen hook, kind of a special one called a Pro V Aberdeen. Number 4. I like number 4s. A lot of people go smaller, but I would rather miss a fish than gut hook one because I like my bait live. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. Here, let me get around to the front and put my hand in front of the camera. Here we go. Just a simple Pro V hook. See if I can get a focus on here. There we go. Pro V hook. I put it on there. Try to keep it straight like that. And it does pretty good. It worked very well. I like this emerald shiner color and I like the chartreuse color. I wish I had some chartreuse. I'm all out because the water's kind of muddy. I'd probably be doing a heck of a lot better. But I'm catching fish, so it's all good. Wind's picking up slowly again. There we go. There's another one. Yeah, I guess it's not doing too bad. This one's a little smaller. A little fish. There we go. Look at that. Lucky number 13, buddy. Hooked him right in the snoot. Always check your gulp minnow before you cast back out there. Make sure it's on the end of that hook or in the belly of that hook. Right in that same spot. Let's see if there's another one out there. If I don't get washed out of it by that current, it looks like we're going to. All right there in that pocket. So I can keep the line out of the current there. All right, I am using my trusty old ACC crappie stick, 7.5 footer, the split handle. I got overkill on the reel here. It's a Shimano Stratic HG. I think it's an HG. I've had this reel and 3 others like it for 5 years now. They've been dropped in the water. I lost one off a dock. You'd think my name was somebody we know in the catfish community. If you're in chat, let me know. Let everybody know who you think I'm talking about. And probably as good a spinning reel as you would need ever for fresh water. But it's pretty it is overkill for bluegill and crappie and stuff. But I had them, I used them. So be it. I like the longevity in them, and for a spinning reel, they got really smooth drag, extremely smooth drag. That's pretty important. I just tried, without naming any names, I just tried a new bait caster that I'm trying. First thing I noticed was the drag was not good. Not good. That's pretty important to me. You guys all know I'm an Abu fanboy. I like Pens. I like Okumas, but I'm an Abu fanboy. I think it's because of the drag. I think I like them because they fit perfect in my hand. This is a 1000 Shimano Stratic. I think it's a little smaller. If I'm gonna order any new reels in the near future, they're gonna be at least 2000s, maybe even 3000s. But I'm finding, hey pup, hey dog. Oh, you got a brother. What's up, Blue? I don't know. Can you guys see these dogs? These dogs come out and visit me. Two cattle dogs. They come out here all the time. Here, let me get off. Here, doggy, look out. Yeah, you smell my pups. Look out. You're gonna push me off of here. These dogs are friendly. When I used to come ice fishing here last year, I would bring Lunchables and share them with them. So with the blue one, so he's my buddy. We're on. Let's try on this side of the wall. That was a bad cast. These dogs are distracting me. Oh look, they laid down. Here, you know what? I'm going to show you guys these dogs because they're so cool and they're so friendly. Here we go. Oh, they come here and they keep me company. I call that one Blue. I don't know what the other one's name is. He's new. I haven't seen him before, but he's friendly too. Check them out. They're just cold chilling, keeping me company. If you guys couldn't tell, I am a dog person. All right, let's see if we can get back on the fish. The wind just kicked up again, so I'm thinking it'll slow this bite down. Let's see if I'm right. I hope I'm wrong. Ain't gonna lie. See, but look, we're not even getting bit now. I don't know if it blew him in or if it turned the bite off. I don't know. But as soon as that wind died down just a little bit, that's when it started back up. When I was here the other day, it was dead calm. So I'm gonna try to keep it in the calmer water. I'm thinking that it doesn't help when your bait's all messed up. What a mess. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What I like to do, like I was saying, when the water's muddy like this, try to present that bait to as many fish as possible. Way to do that, slow retrieve, using the current, using the wind. For some reason, well, not for some reason, but I think they're just not liking the presentation of it bouncing in the water. Because every time that wind picks up, it's not like the fish went away. We were talking about this last night, me and a couple of fellas. about what's important. And we definitely all agree that presentation is probably the most important part of fishing for a lot of species, whether it's catfish, crappie, bluegill. I haven't come across a species where it's not. But you notice, like I said, the wind picked up and the bite like died down big time. It's not that they're not here. Like I said, they are here. Just think they don't like how the bait's being presented to them because of the wind. There we go. See, I missed them too. See, and it seems like they take, I don't think they're smaller ones. I think they're just, when that wind picks up and that bait's bouncing around, they're a little more shy. So they're just grabbing at the tail. They're trying to run off with it. There we go. There's one. See, like I said, they're still here. They're just not on fire like they were a minute ago when the wind had died down. 13, this 14. What you digging for, Blue? Blue found something. He's digging a hole. Your mom's gonna be mad. She gotta clean your paws, buddy. All right, that's 14. See if we can't squeeze 10 more out to take home. Maybe 2 dozen. I'll be happy with 2 dozen. If the bite picks up and I'm catching them like crazy, when I get closer to that 2 dozen, I'll keep going, obviously. I like to keep it in the seam, and when it gets caught up like that in the main current, I don't seem to have any luck. I'm gonna let it, I'll give it a little line, let it float down a little bit. A little deeper into the creek there seem to be where the really small ones, like the 3 and 4 inches, are hiding out. The big ones are staying in the current. They're the greedy pigs waiting on that thing. See, there's just a bunch of them. There we go. Oh, just missed one. As soon as I did a half a crank on that reel, something struck it. Something bit. Maybe they want it moving other than the current. Sometimes that gets their attention too. All right. I don't know if that's still on camera. I don't think it is, but if I don't get struck back, get a strike, I'll pull it back in. All right. Let's go back to across the. There we go. Oh, good blooper to ear if I fall off this wall. I ain't gonna lie, my balance kind of sucks. I don't know if you guys can see the bow in my line. I don't like that, but with this wind, it's hard not to have that. And just so you guys know, I this bite's all right. If I'm in a hurry to get bait, I would have left. I'd have went to another one of my spots. This one's pretty quiet. I'm gonna call this other one brown. So I got blue and I got brown keeping me company. I got you guys. It's easy to stream here because usually I got the place to myself. I just got bit there by something small. But yeah, that wind ain't helping today. I think that's probably why it's better here in the morning and in the evening at dinner time. Because the wind's calm at those times. Wonder if my buddy J Dog's watching. He's always complaining about me not watching his stuff. All right, one more cast and then I'll check chat. This can turn from pay dirt to dirt poor in a hurry. Apparently, with this wind. All right, I'm trying that same spot without any luck. Let's get it right here next to the wall, see if there's anything hiding out of the wind. There we go. Look at that. Number 15. It's a decent size one. I'll put this one in. You know, I'm going to cast right back in there in case they're there. And then I'll check chat. NJ was supposed to stop in here. NJ, if you're in here, what's up, bud? All right, I'm like right at the seam there on the inside of the wall. There we go. Oh, this one feels. Ah, that felt like a bass, actually. Don't want no bass. Don't want no bass. Dude. I was listening to a little country music before I came in here. I got a song in my head. I'm not going to sing it for you. I think the name of the song is Some Girls Do. I forget who sings it, but I haven't heard it in forever. Pretty catchy tune. It's what? It's like 57 degrees, it said before I started a live stream. All right. Ooh, that's what I wanted right there. Let's see if there's something on that side. See if I can't keep the line out of the current. Having a hard time. So I'll be bait fishing here the next few days. Whether I go live or not, I don't know. I got one spot that's got big ones, but I don't need them. Oh, somebody just called the pups. Later, dogs. Brown and blue are gone. All right, let's see what's going on in chat here. See what the wind does while I'm doing that. You're in chat. Speak up now so I can see who's out there. Hey, there's Sean T. What's up? I see Avid again. NJ, there's NJ. There's Murillo. Lyle, I guess, is in here. How you doing, Lyle? Yes, Mexicat is still alive. I had a sighting of his somebody should told me about the other day. Something special might be coming from him, I hope. At least some pictures that Mr. Murillo can send or share. Randall, what's going on, bud? Excuse me for the cough. Good deal. All right, let's get back at the fishing here. I'm scrolling through chat just to see. What's up, Martin? How you doing, bud? Just doing a little bit of bluegill fishing. Try not to fall in. See, the wind died down again. Let's see what it did to the bite. I could be wrong. I could be full of malarkey like the rest of the people on YouTube. Yeah, I said it, folks. People that claim to know the most are usually the ones that don't. Did I just say that? I might have just said that. Get a little of this. You know what? The little piece of grass on the line. This is how I think. I gotta have like dyslexia or something. I'm thinking a salad for lunch would be in order. Haven't had one of them in a while. My sister's watching, Betty Jean. She'd be proud of me if I had a salad for lunch. I will have them put bacon in it though. Oh, missed that one. Got too excited. What are we at? 14 or 15, something like that? We're getting there. What else do I got to do? Mow the lawn? I do have to mow the yard today. I'm not looking forward to that first time of the year. That's how cold it's been. I know a lot of you guys have mowed multiple times already. Me, I haven't mowed once yet. All I got to do is mow the yard, and then I'm gonna go through all the compartments in my boat today and get rid of all the unnecessary stuff that's collected in there. You boat owners know what I'm talking about. Get it down to the essentials. Make sure that it's loaded up with some trail mix. Woohoo! Gotta have the trail mix. Come on, fishy, fishy. All right, let's try on the other side of the wall. I do a lot worse on the other side than here, but I ain't doing so great here, so it can't hurt to try. My buddy's blue and brown left. Oh, see, I just got a little tiny hit right in front of that. There, we'll try it right out in front of there, a little ways back. It's splitting the wall. That lets the water out, like right there. Let's see if there's anything out there. There's a tree right here too. I might try under here in a second. Sometimes I'll catch them over there, but it's usually never as productive as on the inside of the wall, on the creek side of this. And for some reason, they're usually a little smaller on the inside, on the outside of this wall, I should say. Do 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 do. Man, I love this stuff. As silly as it is, just bluegill fishing, man. I'm out here, nice sunny 60-degree day. Birds are chirping. Fish are biting relatively. What's not to love about this, man? Do do do. There we go. Nope, let go. Didn't set the hook good enough. Yes, you need to set the hook for bluegills. At least when you're fishing them like this, you should. I'm like right there. But you see, I'm on that seam of that break in that wall. And there it goes. Here it comes. That wind. Hold it up. It's kicking back up slowly. It shouldn't have kicked up enough to turn that bite off like it did. Here, fishy, fishy. Something big just swam through there. It's still swimming through there. It's got to be a carp coming here. Yeah, and Jay, there's big carp in here. I've caught them up to like 20 pounds in here when I used to fish for them. Carp are so prolific in this area that it's kind of not like, it's not a challenge for me. I know people are saying, well, you're bluegill fishing. That's no, well, it is kind of a challenge when you're trying to get 24 of them, or you're just using artificials, or you're trying to get on them, target them, try to better your bluegill game. Nope. My hookup ratio today sucks. There we go. Came right back though. This is what, 16? I could be wrong, folks, but that's okay. We'll count them when we get home. There we go. Nice dude, not a tiny one, but not a monster. Probably on the bigger side of the ones that I've caught. Make sure my aerator's working. I got a new aerator. Actually, Chris Lee told me about it last year. It's a USB rechargeable one, and so far so good. See if there's anything else on this side of the break. So far so good. It's got two hoses, two air stones. It recharges. It's got a timer mode where it'll run for what is it, 10 or 20 seconds, off for 10, 20 seconds, which is, I guess it's okay. I'd rather have constant air going. Bring extra batteries. This being USB, I can always plug it into my boat if I need to, but I got other options in my boat, obviously the live well. Been thinking about getting one of them angle coolers. It's just, I know people that have them and they're great, but they ain't cheap and they're really heavy. So if I got to walk like a block to this place, it's kind of a nightmare. I'm already carrying a regular bucket. Something about carrying something with a suitcase handle. I know they come with straps, but those straps are kind of awkward. I did notice that Whisker Seeker came out with a bait station. It's like, oh, there we go. It's solar, all sorts of. See, there's that bass that's been bothering me. Dang it, fish with the big mouth. Speaking of Mexican, we know what that. Dang it, fish with the stripes. There we go. Look at this little chunker. Not even a chunker. This is a ditch pickle. When they get big, then they turn into green carp. We'll throw that on the other side of the wall. There's pretty big bass in here too. Only reason I know is because I catch them on accident when I'm here bluegill fishing. There's some pretty big crappie in here too, but they're like impossible to catch from the bank for some reason. They don't even come in here for spawn. One time I was bait fishing here, there was one sitting right at my feet. The thing was a monster. Bass, that is, not crappie. I'm always jealous when I'm watching YouTube videos and guys are catching crappie from the bank. Like 903, he does that creek fishing out in Texas. Man, he kills them in them little creeks. Kills them. He slays them. Them and the white bass down there, they call them sand bass, I believe. Oh, see, missed him. Missed him. I don't have any spots like that here. The last two crappie outings I had where I went live, I did good in Wisconsin and I did good up here in the chain. If I got out again here soon, I'd probably do good again. By the time I get back from my trip to Mendota, it'll be rough. I'm going to try doing a little crappie fishing while I'm on Lake Mendota. We'll see what happens. Up there, it's kind of hard to say what you're going to do because you'll get up there and you'll get them blinders on for that big old channel cat. So it's kind of hard to stop doing it. Man, the bass are jumping over there. Oh, all right, there's just a little one on this side. Let's move back over to the other side, see if anything moves in. I got quiet because I'm expecting to catch something right there. Doesn't mean I will, but I'm expecting to. It's like when I get out in my boat, when I'm going flathead fishing, I go, smells like flathead. And then I won't catch one. Hey, you got to have fun, right, folks? You know what I noticed about being on YouTube is I'm getting a lot better at talking to myself. A lot better at talking to myself. All right, we're going to try in that current right there again because I just had a little hit. As everybody says, and should be pretty common knowledge to anybody who's fished for any time, they'll dart in and out from the seam into the current on any little spot like that when you're fishing seams looking for fish. The reason why this spot's usually pretty good is because it's a choke point. I keep talking about choke points for flatheads, especially when you're trying to catch them on the move. It's the same for all fish. I mean, fish are fish. That's how come you catch crappie on crankbaits or muskie on cutbait, pike on cutbait. I caught walleye on cutbait. I mean, they all swim and they all eat. Targeting them is when you're upping your odds for that certain species of fish. But there's always bycatch. I don't care what you're fishing for. You can always usually get something. Everything's got to eat. All right, that was a little tiny one. It slowed down here again, even though the wind calmed down. You know who's the master of talking to himself? I think he's still in chat, Mr. Danny Stone. He's constantly conversing with the expert himself. This is what I like to do. What are we at? 15, I think. This last 9 is going to be struggle, or 8 is going to be a struggle. You hear that fish? I only need 8 of you. Get on my hook. Take a break here in a second and check the chat. All right. Try outside the wall. One cast before I check the chat. The gnats are coming out too as soon as that wind died down. There we go. Come on. Eat it. Eat it. Again, I'm using this. It's a Mr. Crappie green and yellow bobber. I thought you guys would be able to see it a little better. Hopefully you do. But it's a little less sensitive than I like to use. But the one I use those Thill weighted bobbers. I think they're what, 2 inches tall. They're a nightmare to see on camera. All right, let's see what's going on in chat. I don't know if I'm walking off the camera or what. Hey, chat's still rolling. That's a good idea. Hey, what's going on, Mark? I quit using ice jigs and pieces of worm under a slip bobber because all I was catching was bait fish was 10 pound, 10-pound channels. Yeah, that'll happen too a lot. Hey, there's Richard. What's going on? Chartreuse is definitely good. I'm out of chartreuse gulp minnows, man. They would do good in this water. There's Weed Hopper. What's going on? We got 41 people watching me fish. Is Bex in here? What's up, Bex? Hello again, Chucky. There's Lyle. What's going on? Bex, I ain't dancing. Sorry. Sorry. Let's see if I missed anything. If anybody did a super chat or something and I missed it, I apologize. I want to say thank you, though, definitely. I'm trying to watch the bobber here, trying to catch some fish. Oh, it does show it on the screen. That's cool. Scrolling through chat here. Hopefully I don't miss anybody. Wait, who's that? Rubble River Cats. What's up, buddy? Yeah. Oh, there's niece Halana. What's going on, dear? Say hello to your dad. I need to call your dad. All right, NJ, cool. Send me a photo, bud, a good one. Don't be spitting in that photo either. All right, back to trying to get some more. I need 8 more to have 2 dozen. Might be a struggle the way it's going. Might be a struggle. I'm even thinking about putting some red worms on here, seeing if that changes my luck. There we go. Oh, there we went. You know what? What do you guys say? I'm gonna try putting a red worm on here. Probably will do better. So let me switch over to a red worm. Like I said, I want to catch 8 more. I'm getting hungry. I got my mind on a nice salad. Go over to Panera, pick me up one of the expensive ones, but they're good. All right, let me find a small red worm here. This one ought to work. All right, folks, if you're fishing with this kind of bugs me. Really does. A lot of things bug me, but this bugs me while I'm out bank fishing. All the worm containers you find, I try to pick them up. So if you're using worms or waxies or anything that has a container, carry that crap out with you, please. There you go. There's my public service announcement. All right, tiny little piece of red worm. Not tiny. Well, yeah, it's tiny. Red worms are small to begin with. So let's see what happens when I get that out there. Look at that. Got hit already. Boom. This is a nice one. There we go. All right, so that's 16. Maybe I still need 8 more. Close enough to me. Close enough for me. There we go. There's another something messing with it. Little underhand cast. What was that? See, I did get one. Come on, eat it. Eat it. See, it's one of the things with these little. See, I'm getting the little tiny ones just picking at it. Get it right in that current. See what a red worm does in the current. Oh, look at that. Boom. Little guy, but it'll keep. There we go. Need 6 or 7 more. We'll get there. That bucket looks dark as night with all them fish in there. All right, what do you say we try that current a little more? See if we can get one. Look at that. Oh, missed him. Got too excited, too fast. Tiny little piece of red worm left on there. I'm going to have to rebait here in a minute. If I get one here, probably be a little dude. Either that or that piece of red worm's too small. Nonsense. We will put a new one on here. There we go. A nice one. I do need to rebait. There we go. Man, this is fun. All right, we're going to put another piece of red worm on here. Please hold. Let me see, what am I using? I'm using the DMF red worms, ones with Bill Dance on the box. Bill Dance, bass fishing legend, who also likes to catfish and crappie fish. So that makes me just like Bill Dance, except for the bass part. All right, I'm gonna adjust this hook too. This hook looks like it's turned in a little bit. I just noticed that. That could be why I'm missing those fish. Bend it out just a tiny bit. Try not to puncture myself. Make sure this redworm is on there. I'm using the ball method, kind of just balling them up on the hook. Let's see if that little tiny bit improves my hookup. Get back in that current seam, maybe even in the current, see what happens. There we go. Look at that, hooked up right away, instant. That's a big one too. They're wanting the redworms more than the Berkeley gulp minnow. There we go. Man, I lost count. I think I need 5 more. Get me 2 dozen. Oh yeah, it's right in the zone. Come on, don't make me a liar, fish. Take that worm. See, they're making me a liar. See, that wind calmed down again. Oh, missed him. Did he take my bait? Ooh, little tiny chunk left on there. Another reason I'm not a big fan of worms. They work fantastic, but they are a pain in the butt. Probably just rip the rest up. Maybe not. There we go. All right, we will put a fresh piece of bait. Look how tiny this guy is. He is not a keeper, so we're not counting him. He's a little dude. If I was fishing local and fishing live, I would take him. Boom, he gone. Let me put another worm on here. Ooh, this is a bigger one. Let's see if we can get some size out there. They'll probably just rip it to shreds. Should tear it in half, but we're not gonna. We'll put a big ball on here. Maybe we'll catch one of them bass, fishies. All right, there we go. Let's see what happens. And the wind died down pretty much totally, so that could be why the bites picked up too. There we go. There's another one. Let's see what size this sucker is. It feels like, yeah, this one will keep. There we go, folks. There's another one. I need 4 more, something like that. Seems like the little ones are like right over here. I'm catching bigger ones in the seam or in the current. Get right next to the wall, see what happens here. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, that's where I wanted it. Look at that. All right, so I know sometimes people wonder and ask me, like, hey, how come you're not having somebody read chat? Well, I'll tell you why I don't have somebody read chat. Because I don't like to go live if I'm expecting to catch fish when I'm not catching fish. It's just me. Do what you want with your own channel, but it's hard to predict how you're going to do. There we go. 21. Lucky 21. Somewhere around there. I probably lost count. This is a big one. I'll show you guys this one. There we go. Decent sized one. But so the only way I can think about it is to set up a stream or just set a stream up once I'm on the fish, like I did today, and go last minute. Catfishing's a little different than crappie fishing or bluegill fishing or walleye fishing for the most part. Oh, missed that one. Because you're watching lines. Here, if I'm trying to get, you know, dialed in on what's going on, it's kind of hard to pay attention to chat. And it would be a lot better if I had someone reading said chat, but I don't know when I'm going live. That's the thing. Ooh, this one. Look at that. Not bad for an old blind guy. Using 4 pound Suffix Elite high vis monofilament. I haven't switched this one over to braid yet. I don't know if I will. There we go. I think this is 22 or so. Oh, this one's borderline. This one will keep. It's a little littler guy, but it'll keep. 2 chunks. Double chunk. Up right in the current. Let's see what's sitting in there. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Man, this wind is crazy. It's blowing hard 1 minute, stops the next minute. I do live in the Windy City, so see. I wanted to hook up a different rig to try here, but I kind of kept this one here because I did want to go live if I was on the fish. There we go. There's another one. So I kind of did want to experiment while I was going live. 2 more. We'll keep fishing for a little while until the bait tank looks like, or the bucket looks like you can't take anymore. That one, which is pretty close. That one I just dropped in there, and there was enough fish swimming towards the top that it slowed its descent into the bucket. I'll show you guys a bucket before I leave. It's almost obscene. Well, there was a crappy cast from a crappie fisherman. They slow down on this side, so if I don't get on that other side, I might not wait as long. Do 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 do. Come on, fish it. Let's go. Maybe I'll go live on TikTok one of these days. Maybe I won't. But I will probably go live from Mendota. I'm going to try and do some filming while I'm up there. I know I keep saying that. I mean that. And I do film and I do catch fish. The problem is I'm so uptight when it comes to the quality of stuff. Probably shoot myself in the foot because of it. I need to adopt that don't worry, be crappy attitude more. See, Danny, I do talk to myself about all sorts of stuff. All right, you know what? I'm gonna try downstream a little bit. Let's see what happens there. There's a tree I usually cast under, but we don't have enough water. I know I say it's high, but it's still not as high as it usually gets. What's happening now is this part of the Fox River watershed, and until May 1st, they don't close the locks or the doors on the dams to get it up to summer pool because that's how they fill the channel lakes up. That's how they fill the lower Fox up is by doing that. And this is definitely affected by that as well. So this will come up at least another foot. And when it does, I can catch them on that side underneath this tree pretty dependably. And I ain't even joking. I'm no good at casting. Um, not well. I'm good at casting. I'm just not good at precision casting. But I've gotten under that tree enough in the last few years that muscle memory has taken over. I don't do too bad. All right, one more cast and then we'll take a break and check the chat out. I should say one more fish, but we can only hope. They seem to be coming and going, so I'm thinking this spot right here is filling up every time one gets moved out of there. Where are they coming from? Who knows? There we go. There's a bite. Come on. It's a worm. Eat it. Wow. That can be edited out and made to sound funny. Brian B. Oh, oh, come on. Oh, it came off. Let me see if I can get back on him. He didn't feel too big. Nope. All right. Let's see what's going on in chat. All right. I got all sorts of people. Happy Friday, by the way, everybody. Happy Friday. Weed Hopper, Rebel, 70% chance of rain. Oh, they're talking weather. Lloyd's in the house. Indiana Chris, what's up? Hey, Melissa, how you doing? How are you doing? I'm surprised you're awake. Tim Molina, what's up, my friend? How you doing? All right, still got all the good people chatting in there. 42 thumbs up. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Let me check this bait out here. Oh, there's still a good chunk of. Oh, there's a little stick on here. That could be messing me up. I was at a fishing expo, and one of the speakers was Mike Iconelli. I got to meet him that day. Nice guy, cool dude. I like him a lot. He's a beast of a fisherman. Um, and one of the young men in the audience, when he was answering questions, said, "Hey, do fish care if there's seaweed on your hooks?" He said, "Young man, if you're looking at a plate, and there's a steak and a salad on there, what are you picking?" And that kind of stuck. I remembered that. I'm picking the steak. Like if there's bacon and quiche on a plate, I like quiche, but I'm taking the bacon. Nothing better than a bacon quiche, to be honest with you. Quiche with bacon. Now I'm getting stupid. Silly. There we go. There we go. Come on, stay on the hook. 23. There we go. Nice size one. All right, I'll give you guys a guesstimate on the length of these. From tip of my thumb spread out to thing of my pinky is 9 inches. So we're looking, yeah, it's 7 incher. Not too bad. 7 inches. Kind of hard to show you there, but I'm going to guess. There's another tip of the day. Measure how long it is from the tip of your thumb to your pinky, right? Stretched out as far as you can. And when you're crappie fishing and there's a 9 inch limit, you can pretty closely guess from there. Always, underestimate their size by doing that just to be on the safe side. If you get a ticket, I ain't paying for it. So use that tip at your own peril. One more will give me 2 dozen, give or take 2 or 3. So I might hang around and catch a couple extra just to be on the safe side. Ooh, there you go. This is a pretty one. Ah, stay. Got him. Was pretty till I breaded him in mud. He's muddy on the other side. There we go. A nice little lead. So it's an actual bluegill. All right, put another piece of bait on here. I'm not done having fun. You can quote me on that. Give me credit. Actually, I think I'll put that on a t-shirt. Don't steal that idea from me. All right. I think we got 24 in a bucket. Give or take 2. Probably take 2 away from there. So we'll get a little. Hands are muddy. I'm here. We'll get a couple extras. Here we go. There's another one. Ooh, this one will keep definitely. There we go. Trying to think of a word to explain that 25 count. We'll call it a fisherman's 25 because you can never trust a fisherman to tell you the truth when it comes to size and quantity of their catch. You got chunky weight. You guys can call this catfish and crappie count. Do 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 do. I can't believe I got to mow the lawn today. I wonder what the puppies are going to do while I'm mowing. I'll have them out there. Only way to teach them to be with you is to have them to be with you. So I've been working a lot on that. I take them with me any place I go. I do worry, since they are French bulldogs and they're like so popular these days, of somebody breaking a window and stealing them. So I'm kind of pick and choose where I take them. There's another keeper. I'm not done having fun. So I got hooked right in the snoot. There we go. Show you the fish. Go in the bucket. All right, maybe I can fit 1 or 2 more in here. And then I'll get a final count. I will, when I get home and I put them in my bait tank, I will go on my community tab. Maybe I'll post a picture. There we go. Post a picture of them and give you guys a final, actual non-fisherman count, an actual accountant count. If you guys are curious, if you guys care, and I don't really care, but I know some people do. And the reason why I go live is for you guys. Well, that and because this is so lucrative. Chad knows what I'm talking about. Seems to think never mind. We don't want to get into that. Oh, still bait on there? There's still a little bait hanging off there. We're going to use this bait up and then we're going to call it because I am really craving a salad. I might not get one because I think it'd be better if I drove this bait home and got them in my bait tank rather than drive them around in the back of my truck and wait in line over at Panera. Trying to think who else has good salads. A very little piece. Very a very little piece. There we go. We did get a majority of them on the Berkeley Gulp minnow. Switched over to red worms. They seem to be liking the red worms. They were biting the Berkeley Gulp minnows. I was hoping to catch, speed the catching up with the red worms. Oh, still a little tiny piece on there. Didn't make that big a difference, but I'm using them, and my hands are all full of worm guts. So we're gonna keep using them until we're done here. Just a second. And I think they just got my last piece of worm, which is fine because if they are, I'm not putting another one on. Oh, maybe not. See that little piece as they get the little tykes. I also got a spot here really close to home that's got a lot of freaking shiners in there. I'd like to get some real tiny hooks, like some eights, maybe tens. Go over there and try and catch some shiners. That's pretty good catfish bait, but that'll happen later in the summer. There we go. I think this is going to be the last one here. Come on. Ooh, nice one to finish off the set with. Yes. I'll show you guys this one. Let me get it off the hook. Oh, yeah. All right, folks. This is when I'm bait fishing. This one's almost 9. All right. Now, this is something I do when I'm bait fishing, right? Last one I catch always goes back. I know some people do the first one. The last one always goes back. Fish, tell your friends about me. I'll be back for them. Let me get this little chunk of worm off here. Put this back on the hook keeper. I don't think you guys can see me. Next time I'll do this on StreamYard. I'll have somebody come in and read chat. Hopefully I can get my buddy Lyle to do it. I like talking to him on live streams a lot. That's my buddy right there. My amigo. All right. All right. Let's see what's going on in chat. I'll even flip the camera around. My hands are a little dirty. Hopefully my glasses aren't too messed up. All right. We'll flip the chat around here. There we go. What's up, folks? All right. I didn't know how I didn't have you before. Hey, what's going on, Brad? Nephew Austin in the house. Melissa, what's up? Yeah, I got wormy fingers. Look, wormy fingers. But I do have the catfish, official catfish and crappie bait towel. Check this out. I am sold out. This one's old. Everybody keeps buying my stuff, which is good. I ain't complaining, but like I said, I ain't doing this to sell all sorts of stuff. Thank you, NJ. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's not coming off. I need to use. I got wipes in my bag. Before while I'm doing this, here, folks, this is my bait purse. This is my little kit that I use when I go bait fishing. It's a Maxpedition sling bag. Look at this. I even got a granola or a power bar in the side pocket. These things work pretty good. I don't know if you can still buy this exact one, but they work awesome, man. You just sling that over your neck. It's a heck of a lot easier than to have to carry a tackle bag. Hey, thanks, Brad. It's panfish, bait fishing. I do well, and I go. I know I've told you guys this before. I know there's some new people in chat, but if I have a hard time on the river, chasing flatheads, which happens a lot. Um, I'll go bluegill fishing just to remind myself that I know how to fish. Thanks, Sweet Hopper. So I do this quite a bit. I do this quite a bit when I'm sitting at home and I'm like, hey, I should go fishing rather than get the boat out or something. I'll go bank fishing for bluegills and stuff a lot. And I really enjoy it. I find good bait spots that way. I think this year I'm going to do a little more bullhead fishing. I need to find a new bullhead spot. I got one spot, but it's far away. It's like an hour and 10 minutes away. So you're looking at 2 hours and 20 minutes round trip. That's a good part of the day. And it's time you're not spending fishing. So it's a lot of fun to catch anything. It sure is. And light tackle, light line, turn your drag down a little bit so you're not ripping it out of their mouths. It's a fun fight. And bluegill fight harder than bass. I don't care pound for pound of bass. Um, it's just they're great. It's a great fish. Mark, get the snack shack for fishing himself. Gonna go eat. Fish for bluegill all day long. What did I get? Wormy fingers. All day long. I've only been on here for 86 minutes. Oh, oh, thank you, Melissa. It's always fun. Yeah, it's a good time. Even NJ when he's out fishing, he knows the struggle. He fishes every day, and he's not catching monsters every day. He gets skunked just like anybody else. I get skunked like anybody else. It's all part of it. It's not that I don't want to be on live stream getting skunked. That's just I don't want to have you guys sit there and watch somebody get skunked. I guess you guys can go and hang out. You guys love to hang out. So I want to, hey, Art, what's going on, bud? All right, folks, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry I couldn't do it like I do catfish. Man, my glasses are dirty. I'm going to have to wash them in my hands. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the super chat, Mr. House Wayne. I appreciate it. Appreciate the thumbs up, guys. Um, will I go live again? I need to get a lot more bait fish. I might. I'm going to try to. Next week's going to be a lot of bait fishing and getting stuff ready. I might do a members live stream too. I don't know. I've tried them in the past, and without announcing it to your members, they don't always show up. So, but I do want to start doing that. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the thumbs up. Have a good one. I'm going to get me a salad. God bless. Thanks. Bye.